Okay. Ooh. Is that pure source? I guess that's the temple, so let's just maybe look here first. Or is it? Is it the temple? I mean, so far we didn't have to use the light beams. Cause like, video game logic, I think you need them to open something.
You are Leonard Rawle. You are a Godwoken and a thief. You keep your secrets well, even from yourself.
Fane allows his keen mind to touch the mind of Leonard Rawle and tries to let them resonate together.
You are Leonard Rawle, Godwoken, thief. If you can't earn a place in Lucian's shadow, you're going to steal it. You think you'll find advantage in the Forbidden Library. But first you have to steal the keys. Your tutors have one each, but you can't risk getting caught. You'd earn yourself a trip to the Chancellor's chamber, one from which you suspect you would not return.
Fane tries to search his memories for the Chancellor's chambers.
Your best friend Rivellon was your rival. You knew that he was weak. You made sure the Chancellor knew it too. And while your friend was in the Chancellor's secret room, you stole the capacitor from the Chancellor's own table. But then you heard a noise. You heard the sound of your best friend's murder. You fled.
How can you do that to your best friend?
You hid the capacitors you had taken and set out to steal the rest. You were lurking here, plotting, when you were overtaken with a sense of love. You felt at peace. You felt Lucian's hand on your shoulder. You did not feel the sword blade enter your back. A hunger rises deep within you, a desire for the spirit source. This yearning is not yours, but it demands satisfaction.
No.
The hunger dies away, for now.
Great.
Looks like a library. Books. How thrilling.
If you want anything read to you, I'd be happy to help.
Oh. Then let's do that. In Fane's voice. The books speak darkly about the risks and benefits of taking the source of living beings. It speaks of condemnation to oblivion of source ill gained. But the words tantalize rather than disgust you. A strange hunger grows inside you, a hunger you never knew till now. And suddenly, you're perfectly aware that you could satisfy this hunger if you'd only speak the spell.
I must check on the Chancellor.
This book speaks in general terms about opening one's eyes to the glory of Source. But then, your eyes begin to tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of power, then fade back into their accustomed spectrum. You know that now you may speak the spell and see. Which spell? It's... I don't know. Eternal play... wow. Rhymes or the scribes? Do we know that? Yes.
Finally, a place where we might find some answers. If the acorn doesn't catch up with us first.
Ow! I think I'm missing something here.
Okay, it's a riddle.
The spirit of a rather old man dodders around, seemingly oblivious to the condition of the room. He turns.
Ah,
Oops.
a new student. I admire your enthusiasm, but I'm just about to close the gallery for the evening. You'll have to return in the morning.
May I ask more about this place?
Oh, come now, surely you must have heard of the gallery. That's the repository for the Godwoken tomes. All the powers that a Godwoken needs are documented in these tomes. The gallery is the most important part of the whole academy as far as I'm concerned. I will not allow it to be disrespected.
May I ask who you are?
I am Master Trendy, curator of the gallery. I'll be here at your service, of course, as you carry out your studies, but there's time for that yet. I'm closing for the night, as I said.
I have to point out some inconsistencies. First, I'm no student. It's not night. I think it's day, at least. And this gallery of yours is, well, little more than ashes and rubble.
The ghost frowns with confusion, then wags a reprimanding finger at you.
You're new, so I won't report your insolence. But you had better learn some manners if you hope to make use of the gallery. I will not allow it to be disrespected.
Okay, there's one of these artifacts to be used. Guess there are more.
An elegant and intelligent-looking lizard. She gives you a haughty look, then turns away. A hunger rises deep within you.
No.
The hunger dies away. For now.
I wonder what consequence this will have. Schematics. Although the schematics are written in an unfamiliar language, the diagram matches the workmanship of other Eternal artifacts you've seen. The idea that these automatons were crafted by the Eternals seems likely. Can I use... no. Can't use that one. There's a button. Okay, there's an artifact. Here's a button. Said you can't ask them about that. But there has to be a way to solve this, so... another artifact. And I'm yelled at giving wit, summoning lawmaster, and perseverance.
Which one came next? Yes.
Aha. So maybe I have to think about him. Think about him. Follow him. Nah. Okay, he went, but I'm not sure if he pressed the button actually. Yeah, we'll loot later. Let's just follow him.
Very good. Very good. Now back to the study.
Okay, I guess that was the last ones.
I think I'm
last
missing
one.
something here.
Oh, it's empty. I don't want to miss something. Where do you start, my friend? Okay, you sit there.
I must check on the Chancellor.
We're just gonna do everything he does, so sitting down. Okay, can't interact with that thing. Then press the button.
Which one came next?
Ow! I think I'm missing something here.
He goes to the button. Maybe you have to get electrified. Then that one.
Ow! I think I'm missing something here.
Or not. Not too sure how it works. Yeah. And then the lever. Oh, you have to start with that one on the left?
Very good.
I think I'm missing something here.
No, apparently not.
Ow! I think I'm missing something here.
Can I just pick the lock? No. A storage room key. Let's talk with the others.
The ghost's memories slip easily into your mind. His name is Candor, and he thinks he's ready to ascend. He thinks he can be Godwoken, ready to step up should Lucian lose the war. He's wrong. He'll die. He did die before he even made it to the Chancellor to ask for permission to fight in the Arena of the One. And what's more, he was murdered.
Fane tries to delve deeper.
You are Candor, and you are, you believe, ready to step up. Your tutors disagree, but you want the Chancellor to hear your case. Instead, you find a man you've never met, a great and powerful sorcerer. And as his shadow falls upon you, you realize that this is Lucian the Divine himself. He gives you a smile of the utmost benevolence and grace, and you realize, as Candor, that you are far from ready. You turn and flee towards the library to warn your tutors, but Lucian is too fast. He cuts you down. You're Candor the Godwoken, dead by the hand of the Divine. A hunger rises.
Great.
The hunger dies.
I wonder if hunger ever overtakes. Pace capacitator. Where? Ah.
Her memories flow into you as water to a stream. You are Tarian Grey, you are Godwoken, but you will not be divine. You know this because you are in love with a colleague and rival.
Oh.
You are in love with Redulus, and he is in love with you. You have agreed to leave the academy together, but now Redulus is missing. Redulus went to see the Chancellor, and you have not seen him since. You're on your way to the Chancellor's chambers when a man's voice calls your name. Lucian the Divine cups your chin, and a gentle pain stabs your heart. Lucian smiles at you, and then is gone, and you worry so for Redulus.
Oh. Fane allows the understanding that she's dead to seep into her soul.
Believing it comes from her own mind, she realizes the truth. She was murdered by Lucian the Divine. Redulus too must be dead, or he would have come for her by now. She bows her head and cries.
Oh.
She knows Redulus went to see the Chancellor in his chambers. She did not know that Lucian was already there. She weeps.
Oh, I was hoping to save her, that she moves on. You know, and maybe then get to go to the afterlife. The Hall of Echoes.
Ow! Come on now, back to the students' hall. Very good, very good.
Yeah, that's the
Now
last
back to
one.
the study.
Just looking if there's any part I maybe overlook. Inconspicuous contraction. No, that seems to be. Yeah, you must check on the Chancellor. Oh, is the way he's walking? Is there like a pressure plate? Let's see. He's doing... That's a pressure plate, isn't it? Yes!
Which one came next? Ha!
Ha!
Yes.
And now I didn't get dazzled. Nice. Okay, now the lever. Lever. Never used the left one. Nice. Unscholarly pursuits. Do you think we'll get the level up before entering the arena? That Chancellor. He doesn't seem to be a nice guy.
His memory comes to you like a hound to its master. Your name is Rivellon, and you are Godwoken. But you know that you can never be divine. You are in love with Tarion, your rival, and that love makes you weak. You hear rumors of a god king who would free you to be with Tarion. You seek the Chancellor's knowledge of this king, but when you find the Chancellor, he lies dead. A figure stands over him. Lucian, the great divine. He smiles at you and bids you approach him. He lays a hand upon your shoulder, and his blade slices your gut. As you fall, poor Rivellon, you know that you will never see your Tarion again.
This game really makes you like Lucian. Fane shows him where the spirit of Tarion may be found. He gives him the belief that he's free to go.
Rivellon awakens as if from a daze. He takes what would have been a breath, were he still alive, and breaks into a run.
You know what, let's see if they talk or if they just vanish.
The lovers stare into each other's eyes, together at last. Tarion registers your presence for the first time. She smiles at you in gratitude.
Fane smiles back. You got my best wishes.
Rivellon gives you a nod of acknowledgement. You know they'll leave now for the Hall of Echoes.
Yay!
They turn to each other.
Nice. Just 3% missing for that level up. I think that should be doable.
Welcome to the Forbidden Library. Do not fear the truth, though it smash your world to pieces. Do not fear the truth about the gods.
So what exactly is the truth about the gods?
The gods destroy what they have made. You think them cruel, but they are not. They own us, and will do with us what they must.
A thought arrives from deep within, a single word. Lies.
You know, Amadia, I know more. Do you by chance know a student by the name of Rivellon?
Rivellon sought the secrets of the gods. Rivellon sought the God King, and Rivellon died at Lucian's hand.
Yeah, you too, I think.
Hunger rises deep. The hunger dies.
Another artifact. A tome on the Godslayer. The volume lists a great many weapons and their origins. It is not a thickly paged book, however, and it falls open to a page that has been clearly read and reread. It has been known by many names in many languages. Now it is called Anathema, a blade capable of killing the first target it touches. Yet no more than that, a crystalline sword that could so much as destroy a god, but will lie dormant forever and after. Ooh. So it's a one-hit weapon, and it's the thing that Tarquin was looking for. So who do we want to kill? This book looks old but unread, like an afterthought that was forgotten. The author complains that wizards and warriors write about using elemental essence to create magical scrolls, to enchant arrowheads or create grenades, but how none of them ever promote potions from essences. You take note of one particularly interesting recipe that involves earth essence and is supposed to toughen your skin. You wonder what you could do with the other essences, should you find any. Observations on the Universal Veil. Opening the book, you can see it was a meticulously laid out treatise of some kind, but its pages have been covered in angry scrawl, leaving the original text illegible. Of the Fury script covering it, you can only make out a few words. Traitor, betrayal, apostate, traitor, heretic, traitor, traitor, traitor. It's only when you read the end of the book that you find a coherent sentence. It mourns the fact that my people have been cast to the void. I swear revenge on backstabbing lords, and they will suffer the darkness they have unleashed on the world. I will be king again. Okay.
Your time will come, and sooner than you think.
What? Why are you saying that, Lohse? Door to Eternity. Yay, paper. More paper. Tome on the Thornbreaker. This book describes the crafting of the Thornbreaker and, more importantly, its destruction. A scythe powerful enough to challenge the will of a god, it was broken in two, both shaft and blade, and hidden on the Nameless Isle, safely out of mortals' hands. I think you could break the covenant with that, I guess. Warp Infusion. Grant additional mobility skills to summon. I didn't know there was that one. Why do I just hear about that now? What to forget? I don't want to forget anyone, anyone. Army the Eternal Storm. I have to say, it seems like a nice thing, but it seems way too expensive. And I can, of course, just use it if I do the whole summoning the Soul Wolf before the fight and then rest. So it wasn't that universally usable. Okay, do I have other skills I'd like? Oh, I would like. I mean, if I got the slots, Bless is nice. Maybe Rain too. So let's take Rain. Deep Freeze. Characters on the cone that are frozen. Nah, let's take Bless. Okay, just a quick resorting. Alrighty. Ancient Tome. The secrets of the gods. I've seen them with my own eyes, and I've discovered the truth. The seven are keeping a secret. While we worship them as saviors, they feed on us like cattle. It is all of our souls that keep them alive. They consume the very lifeblood of individuals, families, villages, kingdoms, all so that they may live on the perpetuity. Or so we cannot be sated by the souls we should rightfully keep for ourselves. The gods are thieves, and we their victims. The gods are liars, and we ignorant sheep. The gods are masters, and we their slaves. When you champion a god, you are championing no less than your own weakness. When you worship, you sentence your neighbors to death. We will only ever be free when we abandon them as they have abandoned us. I.
You feel lightheaded. The gods now seem like tyrants, feeding upon their worshippers' source, like their cattle raised to be slaughtered.
So it's all for more and more souls, more and more power. Raises cattle? Not at all. Cattle are worth so much more to their owners. This is callous, even for the seven.
Looks like the corruption in the Divine Order goes even higher than we thought.
Jump to a conclusion and you might fall off a cliff. People do what they do for a lot of reasons. There might be more to this story.
Oh. One can't feel but somewhat taken aback by being treated as no more than a pawn, especially when the one's the king on the board. Very, very interesting. Unfortunately, not enough experience. But very interesting knowledge. Finally explains also why they sent the Eternals into the void. Also to harvest their souls, I guess. Can I move it from down there? Are you not reflecting? Ah. I mean, it should reflect in two directions, right? Usually. That looks weird. What is that? It looks like oily water. Okay, let's do safe. I think we have to put capacitors down there.
Good touch.
Ah, they look the same, but they are not the same. Then need, yeah, a capacitator, not an artifact. I'm really excited to see what happens.
The Temple of the One.
Oh, the Eternal Arbiter. And... what? Didn't they die? Ah, I guess. Beast definitely, and Sebille. Yeah, also. They're sworn to the God King. That's how they survived. But there seems to be no imp or orc.
You face a familiar foe. Before you was a dwarf you once knew, or at least thought you did. You see in his sneer a new beast. Nobility twisted into arrogance, coarseness turned to cruelty.
Right. What? You're here? How are you here?
The God King has birthed a new son. I don't fight the coming storm. I am the coming storm, and you won't be escaping it, old friend.
99%. We just did it to not get enough XP. Well.
Yes, it's me. In the flesh, to an extent.
Interesting head decorations, yes. This tail. Sebille, I thought you were dead.
No such thing for those who scar themselves for the God King. I've found a new master. A kind master. A promise of eternity. Through him, I shall be free.
Let's just have a short look if we have any more things to do on the Nameless Isle, but I don't think so. Nope. It's all in arcs. Or removing the barriers, what we just did. I love how the source looks. Alright, Eternal Arbiter.
Godwoken. Are your studies complete?
Yes, I'm ready.
All Godwoken have completed their studies.
Okay, there is just no imp or orc.
I take you now to the arena of the One. The wellspring awaits the victor. There you may fall, or you may rise.
Yay, level up.